It's going to be interesting to see them playing right before another match of theirs. I love how OBS switches everything.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Beyond the Barakat. So we will be playing on border. As I set up everything, because apparently things move. Alright. So let's see how the setup is going to be for the defense. Renix is going to be picking up the Valkyrie for Team Quantaya. I'm going to have a smoke, pretty standard to have on here. Mira's been having a decent playing time, actually, especially on border in general, but especially on border. It's very difficult to deal with attackers that play Montagne, which is exactly the case that we're going to have here. Where the enemy team would like to push through, especially this choke point, into the armory, and you end up just having nothing to deal with them. The Mira helps you play the angles against them correctly, gauge the situation, and gain as much info as possible. Because with how Montagne is right now, and he always has been so resistant, but with the one-shot, one-tap mag, it's just very difficult to get aggressive against them if you're playing solo. So what usually teams are going to be playing, setting as, they're going with a Montagne, and then they'll have at least one player right behind them. They already have the drone here coming up from Vic. So let's see how this one pans out for them. They have one player right up behind, and it's going to be a Crespix who's just droning around, making sure the place is secure, at least the lower side. Bone moving in with the Blackbeard again. We were talking about this last time in Challenger, where you can basically set up top of the shells right behind that reinforced wall, and you can open fire players that want to move in through here. So a good thing that you're checking that spot. Vic on the Thatcher, he's going to be the player sitting right behind the Montagne as they try to push in. Also have the Ash, the Thermite has set him, has set his first shot in. Oh, there we go. Renix is gonna kill himself. So he threw the C4 charge right at the wall. Unfortunately, when it exploded, it didn't kill Shepherds, and it basically just killed him. So there we go. Thatcher's gonna be eliminated. But at what cost? The Val and the Jaeger on the enemy team have been taken out. Frozen might just want to re-peek from there. The Mira wall is still in spot, but Crip is just moving around here, spotting things out with a drone. But this is why you will sometimes not use the wall right on the reinforced part, and Frozen peeks in, gets skill number 2. The Montagne is super low on HP. He can go for the knife, can go for the aggression. He's going to get the kill. Frozen! He is hot right now. Go for the whole headshot right onto Yago. And that is Frozen going wild. Seems like Frozen and Quantaya in general are ready and set to go for tomorrow. And holy baloney. That was just a fantastic bit of play from him. I cannot wait to see this. After Renix's fail, funny fail, actually, Frozen plays a fantastic retake. That I have to save, actually. There you go. So we'll see how this one pans out here, as Crespix and the entire team of eXistence have to feel a bit shaken after that very weird round,
Defenders, protect your bombs,
to say the least. So again, another standard, and this was played during the invitational qualifiers, if I remember correctly, and way before. By having a pulse on the team, basically you can get some info on where the Montagne's going to be pushing. You can set up or reset your defense players in better positions, and this is why you want the pulse to be playing on the lower side of the lobby, so it can just take down any players that are Trying to move around from there. There's only one spot basically just in the middle where it gets a bit too open for him to clear things out correctly with the UMP. But in general, Pulse is just going to sit here, gain info, play around the stairs, and just play around the backsides with these positions. Having the smoke again on the objective, very good. This is where we saw the mirror wall being set up before. It's going to be interesting to see where it'll be this time around. Unfortunately, I missed it. So there you go. That's what happens when you're only one person. But Glass, Rennick's going to pick that up. A lot of people have been saying this is Glass meta now. You know, he's the captain now. It's, you know, right after the flip side change. I don't want to say it's a buff. Well, it is, but it's a complete rework. With the thermals and the triple smokes, basically, you can just see everybody through the smoke nades. So there you go. Pulse and Bandit are going to go down. Nicely done by Jungle on the Ash. He's going to keep moving around into the hallway and clean up any cameras that he finds as Ralph now gets himself moving. Vic and the team are sitting out on the objectives. They still have a Mira, a Jaeger, and a smoke. So still a lot of damage that can be done. Vic is using the... Thank you, person. Vic is using the side mirror wall here to gain some information. To just figure out where Ralph is coming from. Trying to break open the wall. And the NA teams have started utilizing Glass way before anybody else really in EU. So only recently in Pro League though we started seeing this for EU, and it's still not really used that often. And why you don't see Quantaya now pushing in is because they realize they have 1:10 on the clock. It's a lot of time to play with. So they won't be getting over aggressive. They want the enemies to peek in, and this is it. Frozen clamps onto 2, takes them out, and leaves only the smoke alive. They forced the 3 gas nades with a minute remaining to be used, and that is just perfect play. They pushed the defense out. Nice sights there. That is hilarious. They pushed the defense out of position. Well, you can't do much there. I mean, to be honest, I don't think he would have hit anything if he's trying to aim with the stock of the weapon instead of the actual sight. But that's pretty good. Quantaya are starting to get on the roll. They're starting to gather momentum. And it might not be that easy to slow them later on in the game. But that 4K is actually pretty sick from Frozen. So we'll get to see him on the Bandit yet again. And we're going to see a Rook being played this time instead of the Mira. Hello, Saad. Again, this time around there's 3-minute delay. This is not like with Challenger League where there's basically 0 delay on my end and all the delay is from the feed. If only Go4 got a dedicated feed.
Attackers need to locate and
Hashtag the dream. That'd be impossible. Imagine just having studio stuff for everything. Alright. So we'll see whether enforcement is going to be set up here. Bit of ward wire. And it opens up this spot here just so you want to create shooting galleries. Make it as difficult as possible for enemy players to move through here. They're already taking the lower side, the servers for their bomb locations. Alright, I see Capital being picked up on the opposing side. I actually love seeing Capital, especially now that he has been. It's been a while now with the season reinforcements, but his weapon recoil has been reduced, so it's a lot easier to play with the Para 308, which is already a pretty good weapon. Welcome, the Church of Memes has joined us today with Can't Handle My Dunks. So, Pone is starting to lurk around the outside balcony. Trying to find somebody for an early pick here, but I don't think that pick will present itself. Shepherds, and every time I see the name, I'm like, oh, please no, because I've been wanting to play Mass Effect 3 so much for the past week. And this is not helping me with my self-control, because unfortunately I don't have all the DLCs, and those are expensive, and I don't have any money, so I can't pay for the DLCs that I'd like to buy. So please. There you go. Frozen comes in. Kill number 1 on opponent. He's going to get shot down by Shepherds. A bit delayed there on their reaction, but it seems like his biotic abilities will be coming back to him. Ya goo, ya boy. Skinny. Yeah. He's going to try to check around from the lower side. They know about the objective location. Bone, though, moving up. Able to get a kill headshot on a Vyk. And he's running around. Oh, whoa, whoa. So he's going with a shotgun on a Rook and an LFP instead of going for a normal pistol and an MP5. And this round was just what just happened? Jungle peeks out at the last, gets the Ash, cleans it up. I don't think they expected Quantaya to choose the lower side bombs. This played very well into their favor, that's for sure. So, Frozen's going to be back on the Blackbeard, Mira on the defense with the Pulse. We saw last time this did not work out at all, but maybe this time around. Montaigne's going to be a staple, especially on border, because you can protect yourself from over-aggressive players. There are quite a few top pros that like to go aggro. They like to open up the doors and just spray you from spawn. They don't really care about spawn killing. So there you go. Cough, cough. Penguins is got. Yes, Fox. That's actually a very good point. I should probably remove the 0-0. Would you like to manage my studio, which is basically my house? Because if I could afford a studio, you wouldn't see me. There we go, Renix. Trying to spray along with from the outside, but again, the power of the glass is getting up near the windows, putting your smoke grenades down, and just continuing to wreak havoc in the enemy team. Not only is this a really good killing potential tool, but also in terms of zoning, huge rounds penetrating through the bits of wood on the map just are extremely scary. And you definitely do not want to be caught in the line of fire of a glass. Up now, moving along with the Montagne. It's going to be just scanning around the lower side here. Okay, nobody. Jumps on in. And this is a really good spot here for Crest picks, as he can, well, get the pick on Renix if he chooses to get aggressive. He knows where it's at. Oh, he sprays the entire mag into the leg, but fortunately Yago is going to be able to get the kill on a Frozen, so that's pretty darn good once you clean up the Blackbeard. Unfortunately, the LFP here will win the day, and that's going to be Shepherds going down to jungle, playing the Buck. And that's both the Pulse and the Bandit taken out. We go back into the same situation that we were in previously, where all that's left is your smoke, and there's 1 minute 20 seconds remaining, and he's already used 2 of his remote gas nades, and that is a problem, because if you're only left with 1 and 1 minute remaining on the clock, your area of denial potential is suddenly hugely lowered. So we'll see how Vyk plays this one out. Ralph is moving in. Vyk can definitely do tons of damage if he lands this perfectly. He's able to set it onto Ralph. Ralph going super low HP, but still not taken out. Oh, if only Fake. No. He could do so much in this position here. He has to be very careful. Nicely done. Pone peeks in, gets the kill, and falls back. Now they spot the glass. He's going to get taken out. Nicely done. Montagne, though, is still alive. That is Ralph with super low HP. Gonna get shot down, and that leaves only one alive. The Buck versus 2. Great play so far. 10 seconds remaining, and pulling out the shotgun. It's Viek that'll clean it up and set a round for his team, New Existence. So, defense, we're going to have the mirror again. Now picked up.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
What is that? Phoenix. Shooting at random sofas. Scouting's gonna come in. Blackbeard's holding off on the outside balcony. Pretty standard so far. And I want to see how a Russian team here can break the Danes. It's not going to be easy. And they start off pretty nicely, actually, with the Val being taken down to 30 HP. Could definitely peek here to take down the Blackbeard, but with a second player behind him as the Thermite, it will definitely not be easy to deal with them both. Pone is ready for this. C4's coming out! Oh, and it won't be able to get the kill. I don't know what just happened there, but not even a shield was taken out in this. And there we go. Viek's going to be able to get the kill on a Renix. And that's the Val eliminated. Nicely done. This is where Quantaya are starting to get a bit restless. They want to end the game with a 5-1. Unfortunately, they're getting over aggressive, and they end up losing their first player in this 5th round. Blackbeard peeking in again with no mirror wall being set on the side like we saw before from New Existence. We're gonna have to drill through this. Jungle taken, kill number 1. That's Yagu. Out with Shepherds will refrag. Bone trying to counter the Blackbeard. Unfortunately for him, won't be able to completely take it out. Next setup behind here. There's one to clean up, but I don't think he's sure of it. And they've made a really good job of not showing all of their positions. Viek's going to be able to get the kill on a Frozen. Pone, however, will get kill number 2 as well. They leave only the Smoke alive, and Ralph desperately trying to hang on for dear life as he almost takes down the 2 there in the back. If he can clutch this, this is definitely doable. Next is starting to get low on HP. Unfortunately, Shepherds will turn around and dunk him right in the face. Good show, a lot. Russians set up a second round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Camera activated.
Stay clear of ADS line of fire. Reinforce the wall.
Alright. Castle now. Okay. So this is pretty smart, if you ask me. Picking the castle means it's gonna slow down the enemy team even more. The fact that they don't have a thermite might come back to bite them in the booty. However, I personally love Twitch. Twitch.tv/MelosTheMedic. I want to see how she gets played out in this one. Because Twitch hasn't been picked that often nowadays. Has been pretty big staple before. Before Montagne was a must pick on attack at some point.
Loading new magazine.
Go. Drone number 2 is going to be sent out right in front of the Montagne. Bone's going to be coming in to scout. Is going to try to take out not only... There we go. Oh, great picks on the batteries. It's going to get shot down from the side, however, for some reason. Somehow. Now they're going to try to set their Montagne in here. Ralp. No kills so far. There's been a pretty calm start to this round on border. Shepard's gonna get spotted. Might just drop down. There you go. Smart decision. Knows he cannot face the 3 players in here. The bombs are right below. Top control is very important. With no buck, however, you're relinquishing the true power of this kind of strategy. It's very important to not get picked off. And for both teams, really. Bone's gonna get kill number 1, and he'll clean up the smoke. That is a huge pick. Pone very low on HP. And now there cannot be that much delay on the objective with no smoke being available. Jaeger's down to 30% HP. And good thing here, they go for the drone before they drop. So this is not your cinematics type of play. And the attackers realize that they still have 40 seconds. It's quite a bit of time. So they can definitely still play for the time here. Nicely done as the Ash will peek in, get kill number 1. And this initiates the drop. The Val is in the back of the servers here. And they're waiting until she peeks. Now she's going to get shot down. Shepard's going to get 1 kill, frozen for the second. And that'll be frozen for the last one as Thiago falls to the floor and gets taken down. Hipfire for 1. ADS on the second as they know his location. And that'll be a close to match point. Maybe we'll see Quantaya cleaning it up here on the defense. Thermite on the offense here for Crespix, Pone, Vic, Shepherds, and Yago. Montagne being his pick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. located by attackers.
New camera feed up and running.
You also left Twitch? Yeah, I think you would be more of an IQ fan. The operator, not the actual, you know, IQ.
10 seconds left.
That is some home.
No grenades now.
5 seconds to go. Attackers objective is to defuse the bomb.
Reloading.
Changing logs!
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Loading new mag.
Thank you, Thomas. Here we go. Flash comes in on a bone. So, hop into Montagne POV as Yagu is trying to make his way. Kill number 1 comes in for Shepherds. Very good pick here on the Jaeger. Huge damage potential. Now being cleaned up from the defense. Renix still on the Val. Set up, and it seems like Yagu has an idea of what's going on. Thermite charge is going to be set, and Renix will escape the jaws of death. As last time he killed himself with a C4. Will not be the case this time. Going to the Buck POV. Shepard still taking control of the lower side. He spots Renix. Renix with a beautiful C4 landing right on a Yagu. Cleans up the Montagne. Fortunately for him, he will get cleaned up by the Thermite. Frozen in the meantime, getting kill onto Crispix. And that's the Thermite now getting cleaned up. This is a very good back and forth between both teams here. And we still have a Blackbeard, a Thatcher, and a Buck alive. Very limited penetration against reinforced walls, which is a big deal. With the oh my god, Frozen is this is like Foon. Foon, too fast for border. Hilarious. There we go. It's gonna go against the Blackbeard, clean him up, and Frozen is still on 60% HP. Knows where Viek is. This is the only other entrance that he can go for. As they wait for the Buck to remaneuver and get in position. Gonna peek in, and will get shot down. Nicely done here by Viek. Turns it yet again into a 2v2. They split up to try and get back onto the Mira and the smoke, and this is why you want to have this smoke now. With 18 seconds remaining, still having one more remote nade is great to push enemies back. Here we go, right in the door, waiting for them at the last second. Almost kills his own teammate. Get kill number 1, 2 for Bone, and that will be GG. As Quantaya, with a beautiful double spray there at the end, will take our only map in this series and entire match. It's 5-2. Frozen playing beautifully today. Hope we get to see this kind of play and better tomorrow during the